Welcome, incredible mysteries viewers, to one of the most compelling and chilling UFO incidents in history. A series of events so bizarre, so well documented by highly trained military personnel, that it has left an indelible mark on the landscape of unexplained phenomena. Tonight, we journey into the heart of a British forest, to a Cold War nuclear base, where something truly inexplicable descended, sparking decades of official denial and whispers of a profound cover-up. In the quiet, rural landscape of Suffolk, England, sit RAF Woodbridge and RAF Bentwaters, two pivotal United States Air Force bases. These weren't just any bases, they were on the front lines, rumored to house a secret arsenal of tactical nuclear weapons. Surrounding them lay Rendlesham Forest, a dense, ancient woodland, usually peaceful, but about to become the stage for something extraordinary. This is the chilling account of the Rendlesham Forest Incident, Britain's Roswell. An initial report was filed, detailing their incredible encounter. When base security investigated at daybreak, they found physical evidence, 3 distinct, triangular depressions in the frozen ground where the object had rested. Enter Lieutenant Colonel Charles 𝐕𝐲𝐬𝐭𝐞𝐿, the deputy base commander. Initially, 𝐕𝐲𝐬𝐿 was a skeptic. A no-nonsense military officer, he dismissed the initial reports as misidentification or fatigue. But then more inexplicable lights were reported. On the night of December 28th, around 1 a.m., 𝐕𝐲𝐬𝐿 decided to investigate personally, leading his own team into the forest. Nearby trees had scorched branches, and Geiger counters reportedly picked up elevated radiation readings. 𝐕𝐲𝐬𝐿 carried a tape recorder, documenting their real-time experience. They witnessed an object rise rapidly, shoot across the night sky, and then suddenly disappear as if winking out of existence. The psychological impact on these seasoned officers was immense. They had encountered something beyond their comprehension. The 𝐕𝐲𝐿 tape, as it became known, is a chilling testament to the encounter. You can hear the disbelief in his voice as it gives way to awe, then profound bewilderment. This memo, later leaked, became crucial evidence. Yet, the official response from both the UK MOD and the US Air Force was swift and dismissive. The rapid movements, perhaps a meteor or bright stars. The physical evidence, attributed to local wildlife or mundane causes. Decades later, documents were declassified, though often heavily redacted, and the original witnesses, including Lt. Col. 𝐕𝐲𝐿, Staff Sergeant Peniston, and Airman Burrows, went on record recounting their experiences in vivid, consistent detail. In both cases, highly credible military personnel were involved. There was alleged physical evidence. Initial official reports hinted at something extraordinary, only to be followed by rapid retractions and decades of official denials. The Rendlesham Forest Incident remains an open question, a persistent prick in the side of conventional understanding, reminding us that sometimes the truth is far stranger and far more unsettling than fiction. Rendlesham, like Roswell, stands as a symbol of the official obfuscation surrounding unexplained aerial phenomena. Their testimonies have never wavered. But these explanations rang hollow to the witnesses. Lt. Col. 𝐕𝐲𝐿 himself explicitly stated on his tape that he could see the lighthouse clearly and that what they observed was entirely separate and distinct. Was it a top-secret, advanced terrestrial aircraft undergoing clandestine tests? Or was it something else entirely, a sophisticated hoax or a mass hallucination that somehow left physical traces? Share your theories in the comments below, and if you're as fascinated by unexplained mysteries as we are, be sure to like this video and subscribe to Incredible Mysteries for more journeys into the unknown. How could trained observers, intimately familiar with their surroundings, mistake a lighthouse for something that landed in the forest? The incident was deemed to have no defense significance and largely ignored. Why would two major Western powers suppress information about an encounter, especially one occurring near nuclear facilities? Theories abound. Was it to conceal a new, advanced black project aircraft? Was it fear of public panic if genuine extraterrestrial contact was confirmed? Or was there a deeper, more profound secret being protected? This wasn't just a sighting, it was a physical event. Their careers were reportedly affected, and they were often encouraged, or even ordered, to remain silent. The psychological toll on those who chose to speak out, decades later, became a poignant part of the Rendlesham story. Part 1. The Dark Forest awakens. The year is 1980, deep in the grip of the Cold War, and receiving a stream of binary code in his mind, a complex message that, decades later, would be partially deciphered. The object moved with impossible grace, silently gliding through the trees, its light shifting and pulsing. Both airmen, stunned and disoriented, watched as it eventually departed, vanishing into the night sky. There is no doubt that these are lights. It is not an optical illusion. They saw a brilliant object hovering, seemingly an extension of the forest lights, that then beamed a column of light down to the ground. The trained military personnel, hardened by years of service, were clearly rattled. They took radiation readings at the original landing site once more, reportedly confirming the elevated levels. This wasn't just a fleeting glimpse, it was an undeniable, prolonged encounter. They're coming this way, holy as ***, they're coming this way, ***. As Christmas approached, a new kind of tension settled over the base. In the early hours of December 26th, around 3 a.m., routine security patrols were underway. What they found was no downed aircraft. Instead, a glowing, metallic, triangular object hovered silently above the forest floor. It was unlike anything they had ever seen, described as roughly 9 feet long and 6 feet high, with a smooth, dark, non-reflective surface and strange symbols etched into its side. Staff Sergeant Jim Peniston and Airman First Class John Burroughs, two highly trained security personnel, were on duty. Suddenly, strange, intense lights pierced the darkness of the forest. Their initial thought, a downed aircraft, perhaps a helicopter crash. A dangerous but understandable emergency. They ventured into the thick woods, flashlight beams cutting through the mist and ancient trees. The air grew heavy, static electricity crackling. Peniston, armed with his camera, approached the craft. He later claimed to have touched its surface, experiencing a burst of bright light the next morning. The confusion and fear among the airmen were palpable. Part 2. Lieutenant Colonel Halt's investigation. The events of the first night were startling enough, but the mystery was far from over. What happened next would become the cornerstone of the Rendlesham mystery. Sound of wind through trees, muffled crunch of footsteps, crackling static, followed by actual excerpts from the Holt tape, voice slightly distorted as if from an old recording. LT, call. Halt from tape. We are approximately 250 yards from the landing site. Getting closer now. As Halt and his team ventured deeper, they witnessed the lights changing, pulsing with red and blue, moving with intelligent purpose. Halt's team followed the moving lights to the edge of the forest, observing them for a considerable time. Part 3. Official silence, whispers of conspiracy. In the immediate aftermath, Halt drafted an official memo detailing the events, sending it up the chain of command to the UK Ministry of Defence Mod. Then came the explanations, the bright, pulsating lights? Just the Orford Ness Lighthouse a few miles away. This discrepancy between the incredible witness accounts and the bland official dismissals quickly fueled accusations of a deliberate cover-up. Adding to the intrigue, some witnesses later reported being debriefed, intimidated, or subtly discredited. Part 4. The enduring mystery. Despite the official efforts to explain it away, the Rendlesham Forest Incident refused to die. The parallels to the most famous UFO incident, Roswell, are striking. What exactly did those airmen encounter in Rendlesham Forest on those cold December nights? Was it an extraterrestrial craft exploring humanity's nuclear capabilities? Despite official explanations, the eyewitness accounts, the real-time audio recording, and the alleged physical evidence continue to defy easy answers. What do you think happened in Rendlesham Forest? Was it extraterrestrial, a secret military project, or something else entirely?